Cars are a bit like food. You can go with the bare minimum. For example, you can live off Soylent and drive a beige, boring box to and from work that's purely utilitarian. But that's boring, and who wants to live like that? So why go with the bare minimum? Why go with the logical choice? When we buy cars, we go with our gut, our emotions. We want to feel something when we're behind the wheel. The Infiniti Prototype 9, it feels like magic in childhood. Built in secret by the Infiniti design team, it's inspired by 1940s open-wheeled race cars and the 1965 Prince R380. But unlike those racers of the past, it's an electric car, with the battery pack up front and the motor in the rear. That's not too surprising considering it's a concept vehicle. But the automaker didn't go totally modern. Instead of filling the cockpit of the Prototype 9 with touchscreens and digital readouts, it went old school with analog gauges and actual levers and buttons. The magnificent looking car is a passion project with employees working after hours to bring it to life. Plus, the design is unlike anything else Infiniti has in the market, and a lot of the parts are handmade. The car's hammered steel panels wrap around a steel ladder frame. At the front of the Prototype 9, sweeping design elements are meant to resemble shark gills. The exposed cockpit with its tiny windshield would never make it into production. But at the same time, who cares? Look how cool it looks. And while you probably can't see it in photo and video, even the headrest got a little extra TLC. There are tiny Japanese flags stitched into the leather. And while we're out on a decommissioned Alameda military base, they did drive the car, although very gingerly. But according to the specs, it has a top speed of 105.6 miles an hour, and it'll do 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.5 seconds. The chances are very slim you're ever going to get into a car like this, and even slimmer that something like this will go into production. That's the curse of the concept car. But it does reveal an EV future, where your desire to drive green meets up with your desire to drive a convertible to get your heart racing. Sure, you can buy the broccoli of cars. Something to get you from point A to point B, no muss, no fuss, without inspiring any emotions. Me? I'll be on the lookout for the next hot fudge sundae of vehicles.